Hello, my name is Ella Grace Gaston, and today I will be doing my persuasive practice speech. I have chosen to do my persuasive speech on why I believe people of all ages, but especially elderly people, should be required to retake our driver's test every couple of years or every time that we need to renew our license. So a couple of points I wanted to hit is that as you become older, no, you don't have to be a senior citizen, even just late 40s, early 50s. Your health does slowly start to decline, such as, visually, your eye vision gets a lot worse as you get older. Just mobility and like just in general, your health can get it can decrease a lot. Specifically, elderly people, I believe, should have to retake their driver's test, I would say, every 3 to 5 years. And there has been research done on this as to why this should be a thing, and some states have actually already started to do this. Elderly people, as we know, their vision is the worst. They also can have, just like episodes where they just forget it. Like, for example, if you are a senior citizen, like my grandmother has dementia and unfortunately had to get her car taken away because sometimes she'll get in her car and just forget where she's going. And that's actually a lot more common than I think people understand that it is. Now, one opposing point that I do see and that I have done research on for this specific topic is that just the DMV in general, if people of all ages had to retake our driver's test every 3 to 5 years or whenever we renew our license, just DMVs would get backed up in general. The lines would become a lot longer, and people see an issue with putting older people of age. So, for example, if I was a 45-year-old retaking my driver's test and I was in line next to a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old getting their license for the first time, a lot of people see an issue with this, and I do understand where they're coming from. But, honestly, I think if in general it bettered everyone's safety and everyone's health on the roads, that we could definitely figure something out, like making multiple locations for DMVs, like one for first-time drivers and then other locations for people who are retaking their tests and renewing their license. I think that's definitely something that we could figure out. Another point that has been made that is in support of this topic is the state of Illinois has actually already mandated a skill test for license renewal for people 75 years and older. So if you're 75 or older and you go, they're requiring them to retake their driver's test, and if you go, they actually have like you're not taking the same test as a 16-year-old, The state of Pennsylvania actually randomly selects people 45 years of age or older to undergo a random medical or vision test. And if you take that medical or vision test and they see something they think could affect your driving, they'll make you retake the driver's test, etc. Which I think is a great idea, because if you randomly select people, there's really no getting around it, because I know people, especially senior citizens, tend to be kind of stubborn about, oh, well, like, you can't take my keys, like, they just don't, some people just don't want to accept that yet. And then the states of Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and California all randomly selectively require road tests for people seen as a risk. So they look at people, like, if you've gotten multiple speeding tickets, or like if you've gotten multiple, just like arrests, or not arrests, but like tickets or something like that for speeding or running a red light, something like that, and they think it's kind of a red flag. They randomly select those people out of a pool and make them undergo the driving test again. And I want to say that they also do a random medical and visual test on them as well, which I think is a great idea, especially, like, for example, if somebody has like 4 speeding tickets and they've run like 3 red lights, like, obviously something is going on. Either they're careless or something medically is causing them to not be able to see what they're doing. So I think this is a great idea, not just for elderly people, but for people of all ages, that we should have to, refresh our memory. Because the other day I was talking to my little brother who's 15. He's actually about to have to take his permit test, and he was saying, well, I'm just going to go take the test, and I'm just going to wing it. Like, I'm not going to look at the test. And that's what kind of got me started to think about this. So I was like, if new drivers that are about to get on the road are just being like, oh, whatever, like, I'll just go in here and wing it, like, what is he going to do when he actually has to drive a car? Because I was telling him that I feel like if I didn't review some of the stuff that like I couldn't go in and get a 100 on my driver's test again, you know, like all the like different signs and what they mean, like that stuff is hard, it's difficult. So